I want to explain how the body actually talks to itself and why that matters for healing. So, firstly, fascia is active tissue. So, it feels stretch and pressure and movement and inflammation too. And it's full of nerve endings. And it's always paying attention to what's happening inside of your body. And because of that, fascia can feel tension or stress before you're consciously noticing it. So, it's kind of like an early awareness layer. But the body also communicates electrically. So every cell carries a tiny charge, kind of like a battery. And fascia is what they call piezoelectric, which just means that when it gets stretched or compressed, that it creates small electrical signals. And that happens partially because it's rich in collagen. And collagen naturally responds to pressure and movement in this way. So when you move or you stretch or you change your posture, you're creating little signals that help your body stay aware of itself. And fascia plays a big role because it's hydrated and it runs everywhere through the body. And that makes it really good at passing information along. So the body stays aware of what's happening through tissue, not just your thoughts alone. Now, here's where genetics comes in. So genes respond to the environment that they're living in. And that environment is, yes, outside of you, but inside of you too. And it includes things like tension and inflammation and pressure and how clearly that tissue is communicating. And fascia helps shape that environment. So when it stays tight or inflamed or braced for a long time, that information reaches the cells. And at that point, genes are doing what they're designed to do, which is adapt. And they start to flip switches to help the body survive where it is. And that's protection. But the tricky part is if those conditions don't change, the body never gets that clear signal that it's safe. And those same adaptations can start to work against you. So healing's really hard to do in a body that feels like it's under constant threat. So if the tissue stays tight, that communication stays messy. And if inflammation stays high, the body stays alert. So repair usually comes after safety, not before it. So basically, if the body thinks that it needs to stay on guard, it puts its energy into protection first. And repair happens when it finally gets that signal that it can stand down a little bit. And a lot of chronic issues are really just the body staying in survival mode for too long. And what I'm noticing is they respond in layers, and it's almost like an order. So fascia tends to feel changes first, and then electrical signals move that information fast, and gene expression